Hello everybody, and today guys, I'm doing a mod showcase on the Aquaculture mod. This is for Minecraft 1.15.2, and this adds a wide variety of new fishing styles, things you can do, such as tackle and bait, as well as a new type of armor and tools. Now, there are a few features that are still either unimplemented or unfinished, and so I will talk about those when we get to them. But for now, let's go ahead and get this thing started. So, there are freshwater, arid, Arctic Ocean, saltwater, jungle, swamp, mushroom island, twilight forest, and anywhere fish. So, freshwater are things like lakes and rivers. Arid is desert. Arctic Ocean are the colder ocean biomes. Saltwater is any ocean biome. Then there's jungle, obviously jungle. Swamp, obviously swamp. Mushroom island, mushroom island. Twilight forest is if you have the Twilight Forest mod installed, it will spawn in the Twilight Forest dimension. And anywhere it'll spawn anywhere. So, the only thing is that all the freshwater fish will also spawn in the jungle and swamp biomes. And all the saltwater fish will spawn in the Arctic Ocean biomes. Let's get started. So, there are 9 fish that are added into the freshwater, and that would be the catfish, which looks like that right there, the gar, which looks like that, and that's pretty cool, the minnow, which looks like that, the musklunge, which looks very similar to the gar but a different color, the perch right there, that tiny little green one, the smallmouth bass right there, the bluegill, this little guy, the brown trout, that one, and the carp, that one right there. Then just we're gonna have one of each thing in here. Then we have the 4 arid fish, which are the Cynodontis. I'm pretty sure I'm pronouncing that wrong, but it's fine. Then we have the Bayad, the Capeline, right? Capitane, and then we have the Balti. Then in the Arctic Ocean, there's 8 fish, and we have the Atlantic cod, the rainbow trout, the pollock, the pink salmon, the Atlantic herring, the Atlantic halibut, which is that little flat fish, Pacific halibut, also the different colored flat fish, and the blackfish, which looks like this right here. So, next up we have the saltwater fish. There's only 3 of them, but they are the tuna, the red grouper, and the jellyfish, which the jellyfish is my favorite model of all of them. It's very unique, and I really like how it's been implemented, especially with the fact that you can sort of see through it like that. Next, in the jungle, we have 4 things right here. We have the arapiama fish right there, the piranha, and the tabaqui. Now, please forgive me if I'm pronouncing any of these wrong. But then we have the Arrow turtle, which I have to, I'm just gonna search turtle real quick, because I'm gonna go ahead and grab these spawn eggs. So, and that turtle looks like that right there. Yep. Cute. And I don't know where you're going, but okay. Bye, turtle. So, then in the swamp, we have the box turtle, the leech, and the frog. Now, neither the leech nor the frog have in-game entities, and of course, you can't put the turtles in the bucket. So, the box turtle looks like that right there. Cute little thing, aren't you? Then, in the mushroom island, we have the shruma fish, the brown and red shruma, corresponding to the brown and red mushrooms that are found in the mushroom islands. Next, we have the starshell turtle, which is the Twilight Forest turtle, which looks like that. It has a nice sort of checkerboardish looking pattern. on its shell, and it will only spawn in the Twilight Forest dimension, as I said earlier. Now, the goldfish also has no in-game entity and can be found through fishing anywhere. Next up, we have the Fillet Knives, which the Fillet Knives are crafted in this style right here, where they stick and then 2 of the material, and it can be used with wood, stone, iron, gold, diamonds, and Neptunium, which I'll show you guys how to get that later on. But these are used to get fish fillet, which, depending on the fish, it will give you anywhere from, what so far I've seen, 1 with certain fish to 14 with the halibut. And I don't think there's, yeah. So the Atlantic halibut is the fish that gives you the most. And of course you can cook it. And yeah. So then I'm gonna go over to where all the new fishing rod type things. There's a lot of new fishing rods as well. I'll also go quickly into right here. So there's iron, gold, diamond, and Neptunium. Iron, gold, diamond, and then Neptunium right there. And so the fishing rods now can be equipped with different hooks, and then fishing lines, bobbers, and bait, which worms, leeches, and minnows can be used as bait. And so you'd put the rod right there, and then the hook, the bait, the line, and the bobber. Take it out, and it has all of those special things on it. You can kind of tell the difference there, but yeah. So right through here you can see the recipe for the tackle box, now which is 5 iron ingots, a chest, a block of iron, and then this can be, now in these 2 places you can either put, you don't have to use one of each, you could put both algae, both kelp, or you can use green dye. You can use any combination of those, as you'll see as they go across. You can use basically, except any aquaculture tackle box green, which is algae, green dye, and kelp, and you can also use the Neptunes Bounty chest, a trap chest, or an ender chest. Next you have the bobber, which is made with an olive shell and 2 clay, and this is a cosmetic for the little bobber at the end of your fishing line, which it just looks cool. And the string, the 4 string and an iron ingot are used to make the fishing line, which I don't know how that got over there. And again, it just changes the color of the line, which, as you can see, on this I have the line being purple, and you can see it right there on the screen, right there where the cursor's pointing. It's purple. And you can, I don't think I colored that, but you can also tell that I didn't really color the bobber, but anyway, it works. Both of them work like dyeing leather armor. You can do any combination of colors. So the iron hook is made with 4 iron nuggets in this type shape, and is a 20% chance not to use any type of durability, kind of like unbreaking. Now there's a lot of different hooks. For instance, there's a golden hook, which increases your luck, kind of like the Luck of the Sea enchantment. Diamond hook, super durable, 50% chance not to use durability, right there, diamonds. A light hook where you can cast it further, and a heavy hook where you cast it shorter, and feathers and iron nuggets in this type shape. And then we have some more. So here we have the redstone hook, where there's 4, and it basically increases how long you have to reel in the catch. An iron hook with the note block gives you a note block hook, which alerts you to when a fish is approaching. 2 iron hooks right next to each other give you a double hook, with a chance to catch 2 things, which is always really useful. And then a nether star plus a diamond hook equals the nether star hook, which basically combines the effects of the diamond hook and the golden hook. Lucky and 50% chance not to use durability, which is amazing. I guess that's why it requires a nether star. Also looks really cool. Anyway, so Next up, all of the Neptunium stuff. So we have a pickaxe, a shovel, an axe, a sword, a hoe, a bow, fishing rod, and a knife. Pickaxe, you guys know how to craft this stuff. Typical recipes, all that. So the pickaxe and the shovel both, basically you break things as normal with them underwater. The axe and sword increase damage against enemies underwater. And the hoe is something that's probably the most useful of them all. Is tilled farmland will stay moist. It'll stay wet. Now, see, it's already wet compared to if I was to just use a normal hoe on it. You can tell the difference. And if I was to just break it until it is now going to permanently stay saturated, which is amazing, allowing you to do a lot of crazy stuff. And yeah. And so now we have additional fishing loot. So we have, as you saw earlier there, which I guess disappeared from the chest, we have algae, message in a bottle, driftwood, and a tin can. So the algae, again, you see it, and it's only used for the tackle box. The message in a bottle is pretty fun. You catch it, and then you right click, and it says whale burgers, 2 bread plus whale steak. Remember those? And that one specifically is basically a callback to earlier in the mod. And basically just, funny random stuff. So yeah, fisherology, coconuts, since applied. It's a bunch of funny stuff. Oh, wow, okay. Anyway, now we have driftwood and a tin can. So the driftwood is it basically acts like a wooden log. Bam. And then the tin can will give you 7 iron nuggets when smelted in a furnace, which isn't bad for something that's considered a junk item. Then we have these things: the box, the lockbox, and the treasure chest. The regular box is kind of like you right click it and it can give you any of these items: slime balls, bones, cobblestone, planks, logs, charcoal, vines, feathers, rotten flesh, some other stuff, leather armor, or leather boots probably. Then the lockbox can give you things like glowstone, compasses, clocks, paper, golden apples, redstone dust, nether quartz, books. And the treasure chest can give you diamonds, all this type of stuff. Emeralds, gold, iron, emeralds, diamonds. And yeah, I tried to think, because I was like, why shouldn't this one also give things? But anyway, as you can see here, this is about the rate at which you get these things. You can see mostly iron, followed by gold, emeralds, and diamonds. But you typically only get one. So now I'm gonna skip this chest real quick onto the worm bin, worm farm, which is 3 of any plank, a dirt, and some fences like that. Kind of like the old composter recipe, but with some dirt in it. And you take any type of compostable material, throw it in there, and then you right click it and it gives you worms. Now you have to right click it each time, so you could just only do one. Boom. And that's probably the most efficient way to do it, because sometimes it won't do it, but so far every single time it seems to fill one in at the very bottom. That's how you get worms for bait. So now, here's the last thing I'm going to talk about, is the Neptunes Bounty. So the Neptunes Bounty is a very, very rare catch from fishing. So rare that when I attempted to test this, I gave myself fishing rods, and with luck of the sea, level 1,000, probably more than that, maybe 10,000. I forget how many zeros I put. and I still didn't get it after about 10 minutes. And at that point, I'm like, you know what? I don't need to show you guys, because I can just tell you. So this Neptune's Bounty is a chest that will have some Neptunium equipment in it. Some of the armor, which I guess when I killed off some of the stuff before I show you guys. But anyway, Neptunium armor, which I'll show later, can also be found in this, and it's a very, very rare catch. So yeah, now it does function like a regular chest afterwards. You can put things in it, but it will typically have some type of Neptunium equipment in it, or armor. Now, back to the ingot right here, really quick. You can't actually obtain this in survival mode, because in blasting, you need the Neptunium equipment. How do you get that? You need the stuff in the first place. And then there's the block, which you need the ingots to make the block. And then the nuggets, which you need the ingots to make the nuggets. So, what I think is that it's not completely implemented, this, and because there's no ore for it either, I think the Neptune's Bounty is the only way to acquire it. But I guess if you get enough of the gear, you might get like 3 helmets. Instead of doing that, you can just smelt it down to some ingots, because I don't think you need too much of this stuff. Anyway, the stuff, it's made with Neptunium, typical armor recipe, blah blah blah. And it gives you some nice perks when you're underwater. You can see underwater better, you can breathe underwater infinitely, you're weightless underwater, and you can swim faster. So, as you see, now I have speed, water breathing, and night vision, and weightless underwater. I don't quite know how that would work. If that's like a levitation type thing, if I won't sink. Or maybe I will sink. When you're underwater, I don't think you basically just have night vision. And it's pretty interesting. It's really good if you're trying to live underwater. And it looks really epic. So anyway, without any further ado, I would like to thank everybody for watching this mod showcase, and hoping that made your aquatic adventures just a little bit easier for the time being. So I know this mod isn't quite complete. You can't get Neptunium ingots. I'm not sure if they even plan on adding that. However, I think this would be a great addition to vanilla Minecraft, if I'm being honest, especially the wide variety of fish. This is the type of stuff I kind of expected from the 1.13 update, and I'm loving it so far. So, make sure that you hit that like button and subscribe if you want to catch even more of these amazing mod showcase videos. And, yeah, hope to see you guys in the next video.